Hey guys, this is my first official video and today I'm going to be showing you how to do Korean makeup. First you can do skin prep. So I'm just going to be using a moisturizer and it's Korean because it's Korean makeup obviously. Next, we're going to be using concealer. Don't use too much or it's going to be ending up cakey. So I'm just going to add a little bit. Some people will think that's a lot, but it's not. And when you blend it, you have to make sure that it's not cakey and you spread it evenly. And if it's a good concealer, usually when you're blending it, sometimes it won't be cakey or it's just how you're blending it. I'm using a beauty blender. So we're gonna blend like this. So you see the shape of your eye? Like mine is like this. I don't know. And then I just blend. And I'll just make it look a bit more natural. But I blend with the bottom part, basically like flat. And I don't put it in the middle. I put it on the outer and on the inside where you think it's a bit cakey, I do it like this. And here on like the outside, like where I like it's like this, I just blend it with the outer part. And then I'm just gonna do the same with the other side. Next we're going to be making egg yolk. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a line of your eye. It's usually brown. So I don't really know what to use for it. So I actually use like a kind of like a lip liner. So I'm going to be using the MAC lip liner. This is the shade, I think it's called a Hodge Pooch, and I'm gonna right now show you how to do it. As you can see, I just did it and it looks a bit unnatural as you can see, but I finally got the lighting right after a bunch of bloopers. If you don't know what that is, it's like a video, like a mistake basically. I'm just gonna blend here and then I'm gonna use my finger for here because that's the outer part. And I basically just got it. Okay, and then I got it from here and then went to here and here and I made a circle. Don't try to make it too curvy, because I did that and it went wrong. But this is how you make the egg yolk. Next step is eyeliner. So for eyeliner, you can use any actually. Just make sure it's a good one. Okay. So I'm going to get it at, I saw this British. Okay, I'm gonna get it, okay? And no offense to anyone who's British, okay? Especially my friend. So it's a bit chunky. It's a bit chunky. I'm starting to sound British now. Yeah. When I go to school, I'm definitely gonna tell my friend that. But you basically just wipe it off a bit, and then I'm going to start. I'm gonna look up at my mirror, but you do like a thin line, like see like a small line like that first, and a small line like that. That's way too big. I'm gonna make this a bit bigger, as you can see, so it can match the other one. But you could like finish like this if you want, but I'm going to make it kind of like a cat eye. Like the wing, kind of. This is gonna be a bit hard though. Okay, I will try to fix that later. And then I grab a little, oh my god. And then I grab a little bit more from the inside, and then we fill it in, as you can see. This is kind of hard. I don't know how people do it. Eyeliner is kind of hard, but if you get the hang of it, it's easy. Or it depends what you do. Okay, and then you go on the inside. I made it way too big, but it's okay because that's what Koreans do. Because like, you know, they're like eye always covers it anyways. So this is not how I did just before I did the video because I did it for fun in the beginning, and then after I did it I removed it because I wanted to actually make a video about it because I don't have any videos and I don't really post a lot because I have school obviously. So this is how I do it, and I just fill it in. You see how I do the line like this, and if you don't, you can either do it lightly or like this, but this is how I did it. This is a lot like bigger than I expected. Next is mascara. I'm going to be using, I want to kind of like, I want it to be big but not too much. So I'm going to use this. It's like one of my best mascaras and it's actually like cheap, okay? It's the Essence mascara. As you can see, it's the green Essence mascara. And then I'm trying not to do it from the roots, but I can't see using this. And that's how it looks like. It kind of looks good. Like you can like see the difference, right? And then I want to do it again, but make sure like you see this extra small chunk just at the beginning, not at like the other parts. And then it's way harder to do it on my left eye, because you see like the chunky part here, it's at the end. So I would have to do like this so it can look like good from like, oh my god, I'm gonna explode. Okay, this is the mascara. Step is contour. This is actually optional, but I would like to do it, so I'm going to use this brow pencil. I tried to use this for the Aguso, but then I remembered. So I'm just going to make a line like, oh, I did it way too deep. It's supposed to just be like this, and you're supposed to make it lighter, and I did it wrong. It's okay because blending works, and this, use the same blender because this has like concealer on it, like as you can see, so it doesn't make it like so, like, you don't know what I'm saying here. I'm just saying, After that, I'm going to make, as you can see from the tip, just a line here. And if you want, you can make a line here. But don't blend it too much. Don't try too hard or it's going to go in your nose. And then sometimes that could be a little bit disgusting. Depends if your nose is clean or not. No offense. Just saying. Depends. Okay, and then yeah, that's how you do it. Just check, because sometimes when you're blending there could be extra brown on your nose, it's just in case you don't blend it. Next is highlighter. I'm going to use this NYX highlighter, but it's a bit kind of like, because like when I was using concealer I wiped it a bit here. Don't judge. Okay, so I'm just gonna dab it a bit with my finger, and then I'm going to add it here. You can do a lot or a little, but just make sure it's at this point. And then I do a bit here too, and that's where I put the highlighter. After that, I'm going to be using blush. So for your blush, don't really use powdered blush, and if you do, you have to be really careful, because you have to be careful, obviously. And you know Yoon Che from Cat's Eye, by the way, I'm an icon, just saying. She puts her blush here, kind of like closer to her eye, and that gives it more of a Korean look. And sometimes if you have concealer or foundation there, maybe they should just wipe the blush off a bit, because I have one blush and it did not go well. I'm using the Milk Jelly blush in shade I don't know. You can look yourself. And then try to put it as close to your eye as you can, but don't put it too close where you can't see the features. And then I'm just gonna blend it with my finger because I need it to be faster and more accurate. And then I add a small tiny bit at the top here. By the way, if you're planning to go out with this, you can if you want, but to me, I'm not gonna do that. But you can, and if you do, I with like this tutorial, I will be happy because it's my tutorial. Thank you. I yapped too much. And then I add a bit on my lips. Or you can add a lip tint or a cheek tint. And then after, you can use a lip gloss, or not. This NYX gloss, it's so glossy. Look at that shine. It's like unbelievable. It's NYX gloss oil fat. I don't know. I don't want to say that. That's a bit rude. Okay, but I'm going to take off this headband and I'm going to show you the final result. And when I said fat, that's a bit rude. I didn't mean, like, there's nothing wrong with being fat. No, I don't want to offend anyone. Like, I'm just saying, like, I read it like oil and then I said fat. So maybe I said it wrong. And this is the final result. I'm just gonna do this a bit more, and you can add any final touches if you want, but this is how it is. And you can add highlighter here too, but I want the blush to show more. So this is the final result. Hope you enjoyed the video.